20 questions to guess the car I'm thinking of. Ready, set, go.
Is it a coupe, hatchback, any variation of car?
You might get an argument on this, but I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, so it's big.
Oh my God. Wait, did Jordan say yes, it's a car?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Would it be more considered an SUV?
By some, I would classify it no.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I'm serious.
What the heck?
It could be anything, I guess. Does it seat 5 people or less and not more than 5 people?
No.
All those famous 7-seater sedans.
So it's got a decently long wheelbase if it can seat that many people.
With how many hints you have, I'm like, there's literally only one thing it could be.
It's because you are literally the only person on planet Earth who interprets this vehicle as anything but what it is. Try to imagine if he was thinking this was a sedan this whole time.
I'm thinking it's a big sedan.
The Ford Taurus is on an SUV platform.
Yes.
This vehicle is also on an SUV platform. Would you call the Ford Taurus a car or an SUV?
I call it a car.
Right.
Just go to the end. I can't wait.
Is it a Ford Taurus?
No.
Wait, Jordan, you're telling me this car isn't even on like a sedan platform? It's on an SUV platform.
Would it be pretty close to my height, the roof of the car?
It'd be probably at your shoulder.
That's a tall car.
Yeah, I can easily look over this car.
Oh, well, then it must be pretty short.
All right.
Dude, I have no clue what this could be.
Please, God, just go to the end.
Oh, is it a Transit?
That's what I thought, like a Ford Transit van.
All right, I give up.
It's a station wagon.
That's not a freaking
That's an
car.
SUV.
It's a station wagon.
That's not a car.
It's a station
It's
wagon.
an SUV.
It's a station
my
wagon.
It is-
God.
oh my gosh.
It's
It's a station
SUV.
wagon. It's literally a station wagon.
Get in the comments.
This is why we need to bring back bullying.
Welcome, everyone, to the Bose Bros podcast. I'm Mason.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Logan, back from the dead.
Are you allowed to tell us where you're recording from, Logan, or is that classified?
I'm on a work trip.
There you go.
He is on a work trip.
That's all we're allowed to know.
Great. So we're kicking it off with
Speed rounds.
speed rounds.
First one on the speed rounds is 20 questions, and this is Jordan quizzing me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you have 20 questions to guess which car I'm thinking of. Ready, set, go.
Is it an American market vehicle?
Yes.
Is it still on sale?
No. You're not clicking through the things. Okay.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. One
Yeah, American market, still on sale. It's not still on sale, sorry.
is not still on sale. Was on sale past the year 2000?
Yes.
Did it stop being produced as part of the stock market recession downsizing? Is that when it stopped being produced?
You're talking 2008?
2008, 9, 10?
No.
Okay. Is it a GM vehicle?
No.
Is it a Chrysler LLC vehicle?
No.
Is it a Ford Motor Company vehicle?
No.
Okay. Is it a brand that's still around?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a brand that's still around, but it's not one of the big three.
Correct. You said American market, not American company.
Oh, you're right.
I think that was throwing you off.
Yes.
I
I
shouldn't
did
give
say
you
American
that.
market. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
would have kept going in circles. I'm like, Rivian. No, you're right.
Is it a Renault that went down in the 2008 financial crisis?
Okay. Is it a European made vehicle?
No.
Is it a Japanese made vehicle?
No. Oh, sorry. So, no, it's not European made. No, it's not Japanese made. But there's different questions you can ask that could really help you out there. So I guess that doesn't help you, but
Jordan's like,
Okay.
well, actually, the AC compressor was made by Toshiba. So technically,
that's actually not what I'm going for. It's probably actually made by Denso. But anyway,
Okay. Is it made in Australia?
no.
Oh, geez. I'm going to run out of questions here.
You got to nail down what brand it is.
I don't even know what country it's made in.
Yeah, that doesn't tell you what brand it is.
That would
How many
help.
wheels does it have?
If I start guessing brands, I have 9 questions left.
You can ask if it's a European brand.
Isn't that what European made means? Like if I said American made,
It will make a lot more sense when you get what this is.
if I said American made,
I would have.
and I'm talking about a Charger, Challenger. Yeah, okay. They're made, technically they're put together in Canada, but it's an American car.
I'll grant you back 2. It's European.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Fine. You
All
convinced me. You're at 10. European.
All right. Yeah. Take it, Mason.
So it
and be
is
dignified
European.
about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, but yeah.
Okay.
It's a European brand. It's not a European
Is
car.
it from Volkswagen Group?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would consider that European.
Okay. It's not, but okay.
Is it one of their luxury brands?
No.
I can't wait to hear what Jordan's justification is for this nonsense, for this tomfoolery.
Did you already see where the car is, Logan?
No.
All right. Well, maybe it's going somewhere. Maybe this is.
I know.
He's not just getting
I'm
lost in
waiting
the
in
semantics.
suspense.
I'm just enjoying this so much.
Okay, so it's kind of European, and it's part of Volkswagen Group, which is definitely European. But some other car underneath Volkswagen Group somehow is not European. Is it a car, like a 2-door or 4-door car shape?
Meaning not a van, not an SUV.
Not an SUV, not a
truck.
van, not a truck.
No, it's not. It is an SUV, van, or truck.
Is it an SUV?
No.
Okay. Is it a truck?
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to assume it's a van at this point.
I'll give you a really big hint.
Okay.
You own this car.
Mason's
only own
is it
2
a
cars.
Volkswagen
That is correct.
Cuda?
And I own a van.
Is it a Volkswagen Hemi Cuda?
Yes, it's a Volkswagen. No, 340.
Is it a Dodge Grand Caravan?
No.
Okay.
Jordan's like,
Okay.
Jordan's like,
Now
but you
got
own
it.
a,
Now
but
he's
you own a
got it.
Hot Wheel.
That was
He's got it. That was a really, really big hint.
that was a big hint. It's a Volkswagen. Starts with a T.
Nope.
It's not the Phaeton, not Tiguan. It's the Volkswagen. It's the Volkswagen version of my generation Dodge Grand Caravan. It has stow and go, but it's got slightly different headlights and taillights. And I think Brooke Shields did a commercial about it, but I can't remember.
I don't even know what Brooke Shields is.
Actress.
Oh, Brooke Shields. Okay. That sounded like a brand, Brooke Shields.
Yeah, I thought he said like Brooke Shields, like a brand, the Brooke
Yeah.
Shields brand.
No,
Okay.
like I think the actress. What's it start with?
R.
Rutan.
Yep, the Volkswagen Rutan. So no, it is not a European car at all. It even the
Yeah,
badge
it
there
is. It's a
probably
Volkswagen.
it's not a European car. That is a Dodge Grand Caravan
Wait.
with Volkswagen badge on the front.
I mean, I would say
You said is it a European made vehicle?
Wait.
is it built
It's
here?
a European brand. It's sold in Europe. It's a
it sold in
Volkswagen
Europe?
minivan.
It might not even be sold in Europe.
I don't even think it's sold in Europe. It was sold here.
If it wasn't even sold in Europe, then I can kind of understand where you're coming from because
It's
it
way
is
too big.
It's a Dodge Grand Caravan.
It's a Dodge-
with Volkswagen badges, headlights, and taillights.
Volkswagen just had a licensing to use it's a rebadge. It's a cousin car.
All right.
All right. Well, Jordan, put
That's
$1 in the jar for being semantic.
I'm gonna be broke by the end of this episode.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. This one's for Logan.
I like the way that looks more than the Grand Caravan, actually.
I agree. But imagine going to a Volkswagen dealership and going like, sorry, we actually can't service that. You have to go to a Dodge dealer.
Hopefully they put a better transmission in that one.
No, same.
Yeah, but when you go to the Dodge dealer, they're like, sorry, we can't service that.
Yeah,
Go
that's
to the
Volkswagen.
crackhead behind
Yeah.
Ace Hardware.
Yeah, go to your brother and swap the transmission in your own garage.
Yeah. Here's a broken transmission.
Yeah, enjoy that. Why don't you spend all that time putting a broken transmission in?
I mean, it worked. It just leaked.
So it worked.
Anyway.
Do you still have that car?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a different transmission.
Yeah.
Number 3.
There's another transmission.
Yeah.
Third
Pretty good
transmission.
at putting transmissions in Grand Caravans, huh?
I didn't do it the third time.
Nice.
The first time was Dodge.
Okay,
All right.
my turn.
20 questions. This is Jordan quizzing Logan.
Yep. 20 questions, Logan. You have to guess the car that I'm thinking. Ready, set, go.
Is this vehicle sold in the American market?
Currently or has been?
Well, I used the word is, not the word was.
No.
Okay, was this vehicle sold in the American market?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, was this vehicle sold by an American car company?
No.
Was it sold by a European company?
Yes.
Was it sold by a company out of England,
No.
France,
No.
Germany,
Nope.
Italy?
Nope.
That's all the countries in Europe. So there are no other countries.
That's all I know.
You're
That's
thinking
all I
about
got.
participants of World War II.
All right. Brazil.
It is not Brazil.
You already said European.
I
Yeah.
don't know. A lot of Germans in Brazil. So I would say, okay, we named all
thinking
those
of
stupid
Argentina.
countries.
Oh, there's quite a few in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Trying to think of what else. UK, France, Germany, Italy. I don't know. If it's a country other than those 4 countries, I'm not going to know what it is. Is it a Swedish car?
It is. No.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah. Sorry. I was getting Swedish and Swiss mixed up, which I always do. But yeah, it is Swedish.
Is it a Volvo?
It is a Volvo.
Is it a Volvo V90 wagon?
No, but that is very cool.
Is it a Volvo 940 wagon?
It's not.
Okay. Is it a wagon or a sedan?
I knew that question was next.
Yeah.
It did come in a shooting brake as an option.
Oh, it's a P1800E.
It is the P1800.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice.
handsome little car.
It is. It is. I saw a resto mod where somebody put like 400 horsepower in that rear wheel drive manual, and they titled it the article was like what the P1800 deserved to be, and it had like the front air dam, like it looked much more modern. You know, like the bottom of this bumper here is much higher than the doors, the sills on the side.
That's not an 1800E.
This one's not.
It's an
E.
1800S.
Yeah, this isn't an E, but P1800 with it. There's a couple of different versions of it. But anyway, the one that they made was, it looked more modern, but it was actually a classic. They just added a little bit to it that it was great. It's really cool.
That's cool.
I really like the look of those cars, and you can get a nice one for like 20.
Yes, you can. Facebook Marketplace told me so.
I love those little baby side mirrors.
Yeah,
They're cool. All right.
they can only see motorcycles.
20 questions. This is Jordan quizzing me.
Yes. So Mason, you have 20 questions to guess the car I'm thinking of. Ready, set, go.
Is it a European made vehicle? And by that, I mean the parent company. Is it European? If you were to say the name of
Yeah,
the
like a chart
company,
out.
do you think of a European company?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is the parent company an American company?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it under the big umbrella of the big 3?
Yeah.
Is it built within the border of the United States?
That I don't know. So I'll let you mulligan on that question.
Okay. Is it still on sale right now?
No.
Was it on sale after the year 2000?
Yes. Exclusively.
Okay, so it wasn't on sale before 2000. So started being on sale after 2000, stopped being on sale some point before today.
It was also definitely on sale after 2000, like based on the confidence of his answer to that question. So it's got to be from like at least 2010s.
I don't know if I still got 14 questions. I'm not going to assume just yet. Well, I don't even know who the brand is yet. Okay. Is it under the umbrella of Ford?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That saved you a question.
Yeah. Is it a sedan, coupe, hatchback, like car, full size, any variation of car?
You might get argument on this, but I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, so it's big. Does it have...
Oh my God. Wait, did Jordan say yes, it's a car?
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God. You're just lying now.
I'm not. Okay, fine.
Okay.
No. Does that help you at all?
Well, it'll help my next question. Would it be more considered an SUV?
By some, I would classify it no.
Oh my God.
The look on his face telling me he doesn't even believe that.
Oh my gosh. I'm serious.
What the heck? What the hell?
He sensed me getting close and he's like, you know what?
No. What?
I'll just make stuff up.
You'll see what body style it is when it's done.
He's just like, yeah, it's made by Ford. It's just like a completely different brand.
Like, yeah, Ford's applied the turn signals.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead. Now
okay.
that's clear as mud for you.
All right. So it could be anything, I guess. I think I'm pretty confident it's not a truck. So we'll start there.
Yeah.
Does it have more than, does it have 6 cylinders or more? Or was it offered in 6 cylinders or more?
I'm drawing a blank. I think it was offered in a V6. It must have been.
Okay. Does it seat 5 people or less and not more than 5 people?
No.
It's going to be like an 11-passenger van. He's like, yeah, it seats 5 people.
Yeah.
You could also seat 6 more, but so sorry, you said yes, 5 seat
Therefore,
or less.
it seats more than 5 people.
What did you say? What was your answer?
I said no.
No.
So it seats more than 5 people. You could have just said, does it seat more than 5 people?
You know, all those famous 7-seater sedans.
Well, I was thinking since it was a car, it would be 5 seat or less, but apparently this car seats more than 5 people.
Yeah.
Jeez. I can't wait to see what this
He's
is.
like, it's a limousine made by Ford.
Now, what I think he's getting at.
Now that would actually count.
It would.
Oh man.
Down
I
in
didn't think
country.
about that.
Limousine.
Yeah.
I should do that. I should do
But yeah, it seats like 12 people.
Yeah.
You're just banking on the fact that I would guess the passenger count. Okay, so it was potentially offered in a 6-cylinder. The way he answered it, it sounds like it's more thought of as a 4-cylinder. Because if I said 6 or more and I had a V8, he would have answered quickly. But he was like, I think it came in a V6. That tells me that. Because I phrased it 6 or more, and he hesitated. So that tells me it's 4-cylinder, possibly 6-cylinder.
Up to 6, maybe.
Well, I'll say that if it came out today, much like their large SUVs, you could get it in a 4-cylinder because they have
the EcoBoost.
Yeah, they have it. But when it came out, the 4 cylinders wouldn't have been enough.
Okay. Does it come in all-wheel drive?
I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. 'Cause I think it was. Yeah. I think so, yeah. ' think of body styles. If it's not an SUV and it's not a car,
Well, it's like a crossover is what I'm thinking.
no, that's an SUV.
Oh, dude, you're going to be so mad. Oh my God.
Why? I'm answering clearly.
Okay. Was the starting
I
price
can't get them on semantics. I'm just going to lie to them.
under 30K? Starting price under 30,000
When it came out?
when it came out.
Yeah.
Was it still being sold after 2010?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a Ford Edge?
No, that's an SUV.
And I think it only seats 5, right? No, it seats.
I don't know. I think it's 5, but I don't know.
The Edge is kind of small.
Yeah, the Edge is pretty tiny.
There's no way it seats 7, right? Maybe I'm smoking correct.
But this other car that's not an
Ford Edge
SUV.
seats 7.
seats more than 5. Can seat more
Yes.
than 5.
Yeah.
4-cylinder, maybe 6-cylinder. So it's got a decently long wheelbase if it can seat that many people.
I'm with how many hints you have, I'm like, there's literally only one thing it could be. How are you?
No, it's because you are literally the only person on planet Earth who interprets this vehicle as anything but what it is. That's what's making it confusing. Try to imagine if he was thinking this was a sedan this whole time.
I am thinking it's a sedan. I'm thinking
It's
it's
not.
a big sedan.
It's not a sedan. No,
It's
it's not.
A sedan, maybe crossover size. So I'm thinking
you know
maybe
how the Ford Taurus
show is on the same. That's what I'm thinking. But
the Ford Taurus is on an SUV platform.
Yes,
This vehicle is also on an SUV platform. Would you call the Ford Taurus a car or an SUV?
I call it a car.
Right.
No. Oh my God. Just go to the end. I can't wait. Please just go to the end.
I call the Ford Taurus a car.
Just give up, Mason.
Is it a Ford Taurus?
No.
Mason, just give up.
This
car. Wait, Jordan, you're telling me this car isn't even on like a sedan platform?
Is
it's
it
on an SUV platform.
is the ride height? If I were to stand next to it, would it be pretty close to my height? The roof of the car,
No,
the vehicle.
it would be like
It'd be shorter than me.
It'd be probably at your shoulder.
That's a tall car.
Really?
Yeah, I can easily look over this car.
Oh, well, then it must be pretty short. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys. We lost Logan's audio.
Dude, I have no clue what this could be.
This is going to be an 8-minute, 2-minute clip.
I wonder why.
Just go to the end.
I'm not,
Please, God,
I have,
just
I
go
have
to the
3
end.
more questions here. All right.
He's not giving up.
I'm not giving up. Did it start being sold after 2010?
No.
So it was sold starting previous to
I
2010.
think 07. Maybe 05.
Is it a Transit?
No.
Ford Transit?
That's what I thought, like a Ford Transit van at first. But
Stephanie and Tyler own one.
those are
I don't know what they have. All right, I give up.
It's a Ford Flex. It's a station wagon.
That's not a freaking
That's an
car.
SUV.
It's a station wagon.
That's not a car.
It's a station
It's an
wagon.
SUV.
It's a station
my
wagon.
It is-
God.
oh my gosh.
It's
It's
an
a station
SUV.
wagon. It's literally a station wagon.
Get in the
looks
comments.
like an SUV.
It is.
It looks like an SUV, and then you yourself admitted it's on an SUV platform.
Yeah, it
How
is
this
like the Taurus.
anything
is.
but
It's a
an
station
SUV?
wagon.
That is not a station
How
wagon.
much crack do you have to smoke to be like, this isn't an SUV?
You go
Technically, it's a
stand
car.
next to one and tell me
Yeah.
that's not a station wagon.
I've stood next to them. It's an SUV.
You put this on its side profile, silhouette.
This is.
What would
admittedly, I probably grabbed the wrong photo.
99.999% of
because-
normal people say?
It looks way longer. If I had it perfectly in profile, it's got the proportions of a hot dog. It is way longer than it is tall. It's a station wagon.
That is an SUV.
It's not.
That's a
Jordan's going to choose the next car is going to be a Dodge
Dude.
Viper. And basically, like, how many doors does it have? And Jordan's going to be like, 6.
Yeah,
Well,
but the difference
technically,
is
yeah,
that
there's
well,
there's
it's a
gas
truck
cap.
because it has a truck engine in it. So
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's
it's a
fair.
station wagon. Go stand
that's an
next to one of
SUV.
these little cars
Oh, dude.
It's
That's
not
okay. Mason, we don't have to punish him. The internet will punish him for us.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone yell at me in the comments, please.
Maybe he's right. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe
Go-
they'll be like, yeah, it's a station wagon.
Now, if I bet you anything, if you go on Ford's website, they'll list it as an SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because
would everyone.
Because that's what it is. 'Cause it's an
Subaru
SUV,
lists the Outback,
including-
which is like the world's best selling station wagon. They list it as an SUV because people don't buy station wagons. But that's what it is.
Yeah, well, it used to be a station wagon, but the new Outback isn't even really a station wagon either. Have you
Yes,
seen
it
the new
is.
Outback?
Oh
They're
my
essentially
gosh.
an SUV. They're not a station wagon the way the Outback from the 90s was.
This one has the
absolutely a
same
station-
ground clearance as a Ford Taurus. This is not designed for any kind of off-road, anything like that.
What would you call
Really? Because the picture you took of it is it off-road.
It's in a gravel parking lot. There's a curb, Logan.
what would you classify the Santa Cruz as?
Small pickup.
You'd call it a truck. Right?
It has a truck bed.
Okay. Yeah. Because the side profile of it resembles a truck, even though it has a lot more in common with just a regular car, but they just, instead
Like
of a
a
trunk,
Tucson.
they put a bed back there. But it has a trunk. It has the
Yeah.
overall shape and proportions of a truck.
Is an El Camino a car or a truck? It's a Ute, really.
If I didn't have the word ute in my vocabulary, I would have to call it a truck.
right,
Yeah.
this is a station wagon.
This is an
Oh my
SUV.
God.
Using the same logic, you would call it a Santa Cruz a
Yeah,
truck
you just
because
proved
it has,
yourself wrong.
and this has the same proportions as an
A station
SUV.
wagon, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're not going to agree on this. Let's just move on.
When I think station wagon, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I didn't even say
never in a
station
million
wagon.
years think.
I said car.
All my
I said, and I gave a couple examples.
Yeah,
I said,
that's
is it
true.
a coupe? Is it a sedan? Is it a compact? Is
That's
it in under the umbrella of like car? You said yes.
yeah, which station wagons are?
Oh my gosh. Yes, and that's not, dude. That doesn't.
It is a station wagon.
I might be able to grant you in the Venn diagram of cars, this lands on the station wagon side of SUVs. Yes. But in the spirit of the question I was asking, I gave a couple of examples of like very firmly like cars,
cars,
like coupe,
like coupes,
sedan.
convertibles.
Okay,
compact.
I'm understanding your point. That the way I answered it may have been technically correct.
That sent me down like 8 questions the
Yeah.
wrong
No.
way.
Well,
It may-
first of
it may
all,
have been
I
technically
disagree with
correct,
that. It was
but-
not even technically correct.
but
It's
was
just
misleading
wrong.
nonetheless. Even though I was 100% correct.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're moving
Mason
on.
may be willing to concede that, but I am not. That's just wrong. This is an SUV. It's on an SUV platform. It seats 7 people. If you ask 100 people to look at this car, what would they say it is?
I mean,
all
station
of them
wagons
would
can
say
seat 7
SUV.
people.
Yeah.
Station wagons can seat 7.
That's true. Station
Model
wagons
S seats
can
7.
seat 7 people,
Model S isn't a station wagon. Well,
but this isn't a station wagon.
no, Model S is definitely more of a sedan shape.
Model S is a station wagon, though.
I think it.
Oh, so if
technically
we're
would
going
be.
off shape, what is the shape of this vehicle?
Station
It's shaped
wagon.
like an SUV. Oh my God.
It's intentionally marketed.
This is why we need to bring back bullying. You need to be bullied. We need to haze you.
Jesus.
Let's just move on. All right.
All right.
All
Cover
right.
cars.
Cover cars. Just look over here because the answers will be showing up.
All right. Let's see.
All right. So cover cars. This is for either one of you. I'm going to show the car that was on the cover or just closely associated with a piece of media, and you have to try to guess. I'm going to show you the car. You tell me what movie, TV show, video game the vehicle is from. Okay. First up,
Baby Driver.
okay.
Yeah, baby driver.
I watched this movie a week ago.
Subaru WRX STI.
It's a great movie.
Baby Driver. This is a good movie.
I love Edgar
Just a
Wright.
classic, good driving scenes.
Oh yeah,
No like preachy message. Just a fun
just a fun movie.
to watch. Yeah, this is a good one. Next one.
No controversial actors.
Yeah, Ford Explorer XLT.
Jurassic Park.
Very good. Yeah, 1994.
Man, that cover art is so cool.
We need to bring this stuff back.
The hand painted cover art.
It gives me the chills. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. Chevy Camaro.
Transformers.
Transformers.
Autobot Bumblebee.
I have to say
That was when they debuted the new Camaro.
The new Camaro.
Around the time of that movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the Camaro came out in 09 and the movie came out in 07 and they had concepts for
Yeah.
the Camaro.
Yeah.
Autobot Ironhide is a GMC top kick.
Yeah. This had the potential to be just a really gross, egregious product placement thing, but somehow they
pulled
made it work. Yeah. I knew they were all GM vehicles, except for the one like bad guy was a Mustang. But
Yeah.
other than that, like it didn't pull me out of it, you know. Maybe because they weren't campy with it. They weren't like, oh, quick, let's hop in my 2009
Let's hop in my
Pontiac
brand
Solstice.
new Chevy Camaro with the optional
oh,
sunroof.
wow. Yeah. She gets in, she's like SS V8, like 5 liters.
Yeah, with rear crosspath detection.
Wow.
That's right. That's right.
What Transformers
Wow.
has done like kind of gross product placement with like the Beats speaker,
Beats
like
pill.
the infamous
I
pill.
think
Oh my
probably
God, that
my
was the
least
worst.
favorite product placement has got to be Sonic. My least favorite product placement's got to be the first Sonic movie where they multiple times say the Olive Garden slogan.
When you hear your family.
Oh, unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks.
No, he goes, why don't we go to Olive Garden? She goes, yeah, because when you're there, you're family. Like, what? How did that fit into the movie at all? And they did it multiple times.
Don't you say anything bad about Ollie G's.
Ollie G's.
That place is special.
Ollie G's.
Authentic Italian.
It's a beautiful American institution.
Italian.
I can't get over Ollie G's.
That's right. An Italian institution.
Jordan find a way to classify it as Mexican.
That's right. Jordan would be like, well, technically, because there's a bunch of Mexicans working in the back. It's Mexican food.
It's more than can fit in a Ford Flex.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
I will say what was cool about the first Transformers movie, even watching it back, we watched it recently because Miyuki had never seen them. Actually, she'd seen like a couple of them in theaters, but never like actually watched them. So we watched like the first 3, which are the good ones. And I remember we rewatched the first one, and it's like, holy cow, like nothing in 2007 looked this good. Nothing.
Oh,
nothing
now
even
looks that
came
good.
close
Yeah.
to this like CGI. It looks
The CGI artists are now like
good. It's so incredibly good.
They're so overworked now they
And it's
can't
like-
even make a good product.
Well, this Transformers came out around the same time as like that Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, and yeah, it looked terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
This one holds
That's
up.
an American institution as well.
I do love
This
how
is
Michael
this is
Bay-
really
Sorry, go ahead.
it's just a celebration of like pre-financial crisis America, right? We got Michael Bay, we've got the Hummer H2, we've got
Look
Olive Garden.
at the top kick.
Yeah. We
It's
have Megan Fox just
Yeah, Megan Fox.
being Megan Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that Michael Bay is
this is
always
before
like,
Kathleen Kennedy made everyone gay.
Yeah. Put a girl in it and make her gay. The South Park on her is so good. But yeah, Michael Bay, he's just turns up it's like turning the saturation on your camera up to 11. That's what he does for Americana, and they just eat it up. But what he's really doing is like holding up a mirror and he's like, this is how ridiculous you look, and you all pay
Right.
money.
Come to your slop, pigs.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Bay fucking rules. And so does Olive Garden.
And the Ford Flex.
Jeez.
Station wagon.
Yeah,
Ford
and,
Flex.
and the famous American station wagon, the
Yeah.
Ford Flex.
and its brother in station wagon hood, the Hummer H2.
Oh, hey, look at that. Autobot Ratchet is also a station wagon. It seats 7. It's on an SUV platform, and it looks exactly like it has the same profile as the Ford Flex.
It's like, who's that Pokemon? And it's like a Ford, station wagon. And then it comes into focus and it's just a Hummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a station wagon, like the Flex.
All right.
All right, next.
Guess the car by the sound.
I only have one of these, but it's for both of you. And I imagine one or both of you would probably get this. This is a road legal car.
Okay. I will say it sounds like an F1 car.
It does.
Can I ask a couple of yes no questions?
Sure.
Is it a V10? Is it a 10 cylinder?
No.
It's an 8 cylinder?
No.
12 cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounded like an F1 car. I'm going to do kind of a dark horse guess here. Is it a Mercedes sedan?
It's not. It's not.
Aston Martin Valkyrie.
No. Same engine manufacturer.
So it is a Mercedes engine.
No. Same engine manufacturer as the Valkyrie.
Oh.
The same maker made both engines, except the one in this car revs higher than the Valkyrie. It revs to 12,100 RPM in a road car. There's only one car that does.
Is that Koenigsegg? Do they even have a 12 cylinder?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Koenigsegg.
I don't know.
It is the Gordon Murray Automotive, or GMA, T50.
Is that the fan car?
It has a fan to suck down toward the track and also push air out the back for more forward thrust.
Didn't the McLaren F1 also have a fan?
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Gordon Murray didn't need
this
help.
recruit's checking.
Didn't he make that?
Gordon
F1?
Murray made the F1. Maybe
Yeah.
you got to fact check me on that, but
Okay.
but he also makes the T35, and he announced a couple days ago 2 more hypercars. But they are already all sold.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah. But anyway, the T50 is kind of an amazing piece of engineering. The whole inside, it's like the design. If you were to say the beauty of engineering and the mechanical simplicity and how nice you can make simple mechanisms look, that's what the interior looks like. And it's insanely light. And it can gain and drop revs faster than anything else on the road, except for maybe the Valkyrie.
Yep.
So.
Yes, the McLaren F1 road car does have a fan. It has a pair of electric fans located at the tail section designed to enhance downforce. These fans work by drawing air from under the car, creating a ground effect similar to the one used in the Brabham fan car.
How did I not know that? That seems like
That's
a
right,
really
baby.
obvious facts that you would know.
That's right.
Well, hey, thank you, Larry.
Right. I am the greatest of all time, and the Ford Flex is an SUV.
It's not. It's still a station wagon.
When we're done, you have to put that as a poll on our channel,
Yeah.
Logan.
Make sure you put a picture in full profile and not the one I used, because clearly I didn't know that was going to be the controversial
No,
part
I'm
about
going
this.
to use
I thought it was
that.
obvious
It's
to
not.
everybody it was
That
a
is
station
not the
wagon.
controversial part.
I thought it was obvious
The
to everyone
controversial
that's a
part is the
station
fact that
wagon.
it's an SUV. I thought everyone knew you could cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn and stick your wiener in it. What the hell?
How else would you eat the popcorn?
I thought this was America.
Thanks, Obama. All right. Moving on to Guess That Car. I believe these are yours.
Yes. So this time, what we have done in the past is we do a moderately difficult photo, and then we have to guess the car. This time I'm doing a really hard photo.
Overheated. Oh, well.
This is for Mason. I'm doing a really hard photo and then an easy photo, and then you get the car. So you get 2 shots at it. So Mason, guess that car.
I get 2 guesses.
Yeah, you can guess at this photo, and if you get it wrong, we'll move on to the one that's a little easier.
Is it a...
What do I get if I get it on the first photo?
A crisp high five when I see you in a year.
Nice. What about an old fashioned? Can I get an old fashioned?
That will be at
Do you know
a
what that
truck
is?
stop. I'm
No, an
fairly
old
sure.
fashioned is an under the pants. It's an under the pants over the undies HJ that you get like on the back of the school bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of those.
No. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Judges are coming in my ear and they're saying no.
If I can't scuba, what has this all been for?
Porsche Cayman.
No.
Shall I go on to the next picture?
Go ahead.
Crack.
You can move on to the next picture.
Smoking crack.
F430.
That is an F430. That's a Ferrari F430.
Looks good in yellow.
It does. If I made it red, you would have gotten Ferrari right away.
Yeah. This next one for Logan?
This one is for Logan.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Logan, this.
What is this supposed to be?
This
is it a Honda Element?
It is not. You can move on to the next picture.
Right. Oh, it's one of those Honda toaster cars from Japan.
Do you know the name?
No.
It's the Honda N-Box. It is the most commonly sold vehicle on Okinawa.
I thought for sure this was like the bottom of the grill, the Escalade.
Okay.
All right. This is for
Logan.
Logan.
All right. This first photo. What do you got?
Oh, is this a Honda Element?
It's not. You want to go to the next photo?
Oh my God. Is it the Honda Pilot again? Using the Honda Pilot. Stop making it the Honda Pilot. This haunts my dreams.
I was hoping so much that you wouldn't get it so I could pick somewhere else on the car to get you on. This is the third time in a row that the last 2 times he failed to get the Honda Pilot because it's just a block of nothing. He's figured me out, Mason.
Yeah. Getting too predictable.
I'm on to you.
All right.
This is a pretty good looking station wagon.
It's actually an SUV.
Oh,
all right. I think this is a new segment.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
I don't know what I want the question to be, but like which one of these are you most interested in actually sitting in? But I just wanted to showcase a bunch of cars that like have super weird seating positions. Ferrari Monza SP1, $1.8 million for this car. It's based on an 812 Superfast, I think. You can get the SP2 with a passenger seat, but you would have to buy a second Ferrari Monza to get a passenger seat.
Well,
That would mean you would have to either buy the 1-seater or the 2-seater. They will not install another seat into this car.
What?
To get 2 seats, you would have to buy a second Ferrari that has 2 seats. They won't put a second seat in this car.
How would you? What does that mean?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
how would you install it?
If you buy this 1-seater, even though it's functionally identical and it's just a big open space next to you, they could just replace the body panel there and put a seat. They won't do it. In order to get 2 seats, you'd have to just buy.
So it's relatively easy to put in another seat.
It would be trivial, but they won't do it. You have to buy the SP2, which has 2 seats, which is another $1.8 million.
Okay. I'm like, I've never thought about asking a manufacturer to add more seats to my car.
But like for the Dodge Demon, you could get the front seat and the rear seats for $1, right? Like,
well, I mean, you choose from the factory whether or not but it does make me question why there's even a 1-seat version. Is it significantly faster without the second seat?
It calls back to some of the Le Mans type cars from the 50s that had this style where there would be a single seat and the rest of it was all slicked for aerodynamics.
Yeah, I'm too poor and dumb to think that's cool. So
yeah, I'm the same way. Like this, is it cool because it looks like a Hot Wheel? Yeah, that's cool. But like this car has no interest for me because like even if I was standing near this car, then I'd have to stand near the type of person who owns this car. And that I don't want to do.
I love that train of logic. I love that kind of judgment.
It looks better in silver, actually.
I agree. But okay, so we've all heard of the Subaru Brat, but I wanted to
Let's fucking go.
I didn't know that you could get the Subaru Brat in a T-top, but go back. Look.
What?
Yeah.
You could get the Subaru Brat in a T-top. Isn't that wild?
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That
come out too. Completely.
That is insane to me that you could do it. And on top of all the other weird crap about this and the little step there. But yeah,
I've thought about this. The Subaru Brat, or maybe Mason said this, but the Subaru Brat is like the platypus of cars. Like if you just started listing its features.
Yeah, it's like it's a station wagon. It's
It's a truck. You're like, okay, but it's the size of a small Impreza. Okay. And it's 2-seater, manual, 4-cylinder, T-top. It has seats in the bed. And then it also has a little a step foothold in the side panel of the vehicle.
For a vehicle that you could almost step down into.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, go to the next picture so everyone knows this is the big thing about the Subaru Brat. There's a whole story about the chicken tax. We've been over it. But what if the Subaru Brat took a bunch of drugs and got a lot weirder?
Is that what's the next
That
picture?
is coming up next. This is the Skoda Felicia Fun. They made a different Skoda Felicia that was a sedan and a hatchback and whatever.
They were not as fun.
Apparently not, because this one was named Fun. You might think that is very similar to another, like any other small two-door pickup with somehow a bed rail that goes across the back, so it's hard to load things. But go on to the next picture. The back window and wall move backward, and the seats that are attached to the back of the front seats fold down as the seat bottoms. So the whole thing, the whole back, it's not a mid gate. That back wall comes up and
no gate.
Yeah, it's a no gate.
And it adds more seats?
2 more seats.
Oh.
You couldn't say that those people are in the car, but they're certainly on the car.
You can only, so it's 2 more seats back there?
2 more seats. So now it's a 4-seater.
Well, only when it's not raining.
Go to the next picture. So this is what it looked like in the assembly. This is what it looks like.
What the
I know.
Oh,
this is what I'm talking about. You thought I was joking when I said this. It gets sillier than the Subaru Brat. Nope, it gets sillier. They sold a tonneau cover or a soft top that you could put on for your rear passengers.
Wow. Wonder how many of those were actually sold.
Apparently, they were fairly popular at the time. 1998, this one was. I believe 90. Yeah, maybe it was 96. But there's a bunch of other like weird little things I'm not going to get into because we were just talking about the seating here. But how crazy is that? The back seats are actually pressed up against the front seats.
Why are they all yellow?
I don't know. But that was like their advertising color. But because
I like that it has a fin or a wing.
I don't get that. It's like part of the tailgate or something.
Well, at least if it's part of the tailgate, then it's not in the way when you're loading stuff.
Yeah. It's just a big hole where it could get in the way of sliding things over it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's just the back wall moves backward and is the seats.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? Yeah. Super weird.
I wonder what the crash test safety rating is on this sort of thing.
It's negative. It's a negative number.
Probably still better than the Brat.
You're just out.
You're just out in the element. It's just
at least you're facing the right way. At least your head's not above the roof line.
Like your passengers are the roll cage for your Subaru Brat.
With the wood decked trunk bed.
It's wacky.
Yeah. But considering this is from the Czech Republic in the mid 90s, there's not many photos of this.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I already know what you're going to ask. This is a 3-seater.
Yeah. So isn't this crazy that this one, the GMA T50, the GMA 35, they're all 3-seaters.
Now I wonder, did they do that for practicality reasons or for the simplification of production, moving it to different markets because they could just keep the steering wheel in the middle?
This is one of those things where everybody's heard a different story on why they did it. The one that I heard is that Gordon Murray was not willing to compromise on the driver being primary. And part of that being like in an F1 car, you're mounted in the middle. So your spatial awareness is the same left to right. Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. I've also heard things like ability to switch markets and stuff like that. But yeah.
Gordon Murray falls into that category of people of like the boomer generation that like before anyone knew what autism was, they were just like, oh, you just have that one quirky guy. Like, because everyone, they talk about it, they're like, I think the best way this is summed up is like, people say, oh, well, like, why, like, people weren't always autistic back in my day. And it's like, really? Because like grandma has a room full of furniture that you're not allowed to sit on and plates you're not allowed to use. And like Gordon Murray is like, definitely has like Asperger's or something and was just undiagnosed for years.
Well, you know what? As a result, he's turned out some of the most amazing vehicles that have ever been built.
No, yeah, he's like one of those savant dudes that can like paint the New York skyline, but is also like, you know,
tough
the way
at a
he
party.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that one's cool. I think that's all I've got for right now. Oh no, I've got one more. The Zinger 21C. Do you guys know where this one's made?
Mm-mm.
The name is not.
I know.
Hint. Where is it made, Logan?
In the USA.
Yes, it is. Southern California. That is a front to back seating position. And yeah, if you have someone of any height like this gentleman here, you're not working with a lot sitting behind him. So this Zinger C21C, what's really unique about this is how light it is. This company makes money on designing and 3D printing metal parts better than anyone else. And on top of that, as a result, they use more organic shapes. So they'll have things that look like they're out of something biological, like tendons and what you might imagine as like molecular structures, because they have algorithms that will tell them what's the minimum amount of material for the maximum amount of strength. And then they print them in these shapes. And as a result, they're able to use surprisingly little material to achieve the stresses or to achieve strength required for the stresses that are going to be put on any given piece. So the whole engineering behind this thing is wild and extremely fascinating. I don't know why they felt the need to put in this jump seat in the back, but it is really cool that one door opens the front and the back. That and the Koenigsegg Regera both do the same thing.
The Regera?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of a different car.
No, there's the Agera R, and the Regera. And it's
I might prove you wrong twice in one show.
You might, and if you do, great. But it's a 2+2, so it has a rear seat, but the doors, both driver's side and passenger side, are so long that they open the front and back.
The Regera is definitely a 2-seater. You're thinking of the Gemera. Gemera.
You're right. I am.
The 2+2 that they made.
Gemera. Yeah.
So what does he get now?
That's right.
I think it's actually.
And now what do I get? I was going to get an old fashioned. Now
you were going to get
the Ford Flex isn't a station wagon.
I never agreed to this.
You agreed to an old fashioned, and now I get the sloppy toppy wristy twisty 3000.
I don't know what you're learning over there on your business trip.
The nights are long with a bunch of dudes out in the middle of the.
That's right.
Wherever he is.
Oh,
some desert somewhere. You one of those. What you probably call them, rusty dusties over there.
That's right.
Those camels start looking pretty attractive.
Dusty thrusties.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Dope or nope?
Put $1 in the jar, Jordan.
Yeah,
that's what we got to do. We got to Jordan put $1 in the jar whenever he says shit that's just blatantly wrong.
Yeah,
just
but
not fact checked at all. Just like
putting
unlimited confidence
about the Flex. That is a station wagon.
That's fine.
All right. Next segment.
Yep. Dope or nope. So these are features that I want to know. Are they useful to you guys? Would you want them on your car, or you'd pass?
Okay.
Okay. The Jeep Renegade or similar removable roof panels.
I didn't
know they did this.
What?
I didn't know they did this.
Yeah, on the Renegade, you could get a sunroof or removable roof panels. Now, on this one, it's kind of on the smaller end. Like the Hummer becomes pretty open top.
Mm-hmm.
This is sort of just like 2 sunroofs that you'll still get rained on.
Ejectocito, cuz.
Yeah. So this is front and back, not left and right, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm in the minority here, and I'm fine with that. But sunroofs, moonroofs,
would you pay a significant
panels,
premium to get it? Because it was pricey.
They do nothing for me. Sunroofs, moonroofs, removable roofs, glass, even glass roofs. I hate glass roofs. Maybe living here, you can't convince me that it's like, oh, well, it's a little bit tinted.
Because you're a little pasty white boy. You're just going to get burned.
Doesn't matter who you are. If it's 118 degrees outside, I don't care what kind of glass it is. It's getting hot in that car. So I care not for it. Whether they're removable or not, I prefer just a regular old
roof with insulation.
Yeah. As God intended. Yes.
Okay, so what about this next one?
Yeah.
Panoramic sunroof.
No.
So on my Volkswagen, it was fine because it had a rolling shade that you could just push. On the Tesla, it doesn't. There's no option. It's always open. So people, of course, the aftermarket immediately filled that void, and we have sunshades there all the time. Because even in the winter, I get sunburned driving around in my own freaking car. It gets hot. Like this, the AC can't keep up with how hot it gets, even in the winter. Winter here gets like 40 degrees at the worst.
Yeah. During the day, it's like during mid-60s.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets below freezing a couple of times in the winter, but barely. But anyway, now that I'm done doxing myself, yeah, the panoramic sunroof, hard no, unless it has an actual rolling shade. And even then, like, it's just extra weight. I don't really care.
All right.
Voice controls in cars. No.
Oh my God, no. Jesus Christ. Never.
Have you ever said, hey, Mercedes, turn up the volume? And then it goes up one click and you go, hey, Mercedes, turn up the volume, when you could just reach your hand over and turn the volume. I've never understood this. I've never understood the features or the stupid thing where you can do this with your hand and like wave in front of your Mercedes dashboard and it changes. Like, what are you going to pay attention to this while you're driving? You're like, well, I guess I did more of ovals than circles. That's why it's not paying. And then you plow right through a line of children while you're trying to fiddle with your stupid motion or voice controls. Hate this.
I'm kind of obsessed with the car and the logo. It's like, it looks like a 4-door Murcielago.
Yeah, the headlights. Yeah,
I swear you were setting up for another joke about the flex. I could feel it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the best voice control in a vehicle is in the Grand Caravan.
It is easily.
I'm not talking about
the
that
worst
again.
one I've ever.
It's
used.
awful. It's terrible.
But yeah, so voice controls in cars, complete disobedience every time. They're beyond useless.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think we're seeing the pendulum swinging back the other way. Whereas before they would advertise the fact that there's no buttons, it's all a screen. And then now it's like, hey, we brought back buttons.
Like, hey, did you not want to go through 8 menus to change the climate control?
Try blue. It's the new red.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the Wall-E reference. Yes. Electronic parking brake.
Hate these for a couple of reasons. First, it's different in every single car.
Whether it's push or pull.
Even if it's a car that I drive somewhat regularly, like our dad's Ram has this. And I never remember it. Whatever I think the intuitive thing is, it's the opposite. Then the next time I get in, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the counterintuitive thing. And it's still the opposite somehow of what I remembered it being.
It's exactly the experience.
Has the same law as the USB cable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like push. I'm thinking push, like when you push it down on the ground, to like engage it. But like that, I don't know. Every time, whatever I try is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not super clear. Like if it's off, like when it turns on, sometimes it's on by itself, it'll just auto engage.
More than once, like in rental cars or in someone else's car, I'll go to move thinking I turned it off and then just go boom.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah. I hate electronic parking brakes. My favorite though would be of all the options is either the foot mechanical or the handbrake. Like a handbrake.
The handbrake's better. If you're driving a manual,
it's easier.
Yeah. It's rough in my car because you have the gas, the brake, and the clutch and a foot parking brake. So if you're on a hill, you're like a spider trying to play the organ, like trying to not roll back into the person behind you.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not,
the car weighs
it didn't come with
58,000 pounds.
Yeah, it didn't come with hill start assist back in 1972. But yeah, these are awful.
I was surprised to find out that we don't have hills here.
Yeah.
At least not ones that you would park on. We have hills like mountains that you would drive up and over to get somewhere else, but there's no parking. So it's all flat as flat can be. So I didn't know that it had it until I was at a particularly...
What? Your Mazda?
Oh, my Miata, yeah. The Miata's got the hill start assist.
Yeah, Logan's Civic had it.
That's
I was
nice.
like, oh, and it's a manual. It's a manual. I was like, oh, that's actually nice.
Yeah.
All right.
How's that battery going?
I don't know. No one's been there.
It's true.
So
yeah, dead.
It'll probably be dead.
You
should get like a trickle charger for it or something.
Yeah, you could have just left the negative battery cable off. That
Yeah.
would last a lot longer.
Sorry, Logan, I didn't do that. All right.
Cousin cars. All right. So here's some of these. I heard about this first one and I was like, that has to be on the podcast. I wanted to talk to you about it right away, both of you. And I was like, no, that's good enough. It's got to be on the podcast. So
Okay.
with that build up, what is the cousin car to the Pininfarina Battista? You might
Is it not an Enzo?
No, it's much newer.
The Pininfarina Battista is in the last
Yeah.
3 years.
Does its cousin
I don't
share the
know.
same layout, like engine, drivetrain placement, all that?
Roughly, they made their own changes, and they also now advertise against their cousin car and say like, we're even better than that car. That's their cousin car.
Is this the Lotus
No,
Amira, right?
no. This costs $3 million, something like that.
So is the cousin car is
Is-
similarly expensive?
Not quite.
What is
as
it?
much.
The SF90?
No, but the SF90 does have that stripe across the nose, but this is a light bar. Nope. I'll give you a hint. This is a fully electric.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
is
yeah,
it the
that's-
Taycan?
Nope. It's a Rimac Nevera.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a Rimac Nevera R, I think.
Wow. So they bought all of the drivetrain from Rimac, however you pronounce it.
Rimac or whatever they say.
Rimac.
Yeah. You have to like have like a little bit of spit in your throat for it. That's
And
not
then-
another thing that I'm doing for being wrong, Logan.
So they bought all the drivetrain from them and then said, we're better than them,
Yeah, exactly.
even though they supplied all the things that matter.
Yeah, exactly. So they bought all the stuff from Rimac, and then we're saying like the Pininfarina, and then they were, they're out there advertising like we're a fully electric hypercar that's even faster than the Rimac, because I guess they have like a 1% faster discharge through some cable or whatever. Like it was just something that didn't even matter. And they're like, technically this is faster than the Rimac. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you immediately crap on the company that you bought all of the important parts from? Stupid. But yeah, when I found out that I was cousin cars with the Rimac, I was like, no way
That's
the
cool.
Rimac has a cousin car. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it from the look. Like it.
Oh,
does
it's
not.
totally different body.
Yeah.
Totally different body. And they have like a couple more batteries in the Pininfarina, I think.
I mean, the Pininfarina definitely looks better. It's simpler.
Yeah. I like the front end of the Pininfarina more, but I really love the look of the side on the side scoop on the Nevera. I love the way that looks. But anyway, I thought you guys would find that cousin car cool.
Yeah. Oh, I saw one of these yesterday. I pointed out to Kira.
Yeah.
I said, that's a Fiat Miata.
Yeah.
A Fiata.
Yeah. I actually, when I was first looking, I was considering the Fiat, but it has a different engine.
A Fiat engine.
Yeah, it's turbocharged and has a different. Once I learned it was turbocharged, I was like, I'm done. But it has one more horsepower than the Miata,
Well, it
or
peak
two.
boost, right?
Yeah.
Like if you get it right.
But the rest of the time, it's dog slow.
Yeah.
And then so basically, Fiat was like, "Hey, can we build a Miata?" And Mazda was like, "Sure. You want to just rebadge it?" They're like, "No, we're actually going to take out the best parts and put in our stuff."
Can you get in a manual?
Yeah. But I think it's a Fiat manual because it bolts up to a Fiat engine.
Yeah.
So I can't be. I'm not going to quote. Don't quote me on that. But I would assume that it's a Fiat.
Prove them wrong, Logan.
Right? You don't want to put $1 in the jar. I'm going to make you put another $1 in the jar.
All right. What's the next
It's going to
one?
be called the lying jar.
This one was like, what? 2006
this-
Jeep Compass.
The Dodge.
Wow.
Don't bother.
Dodge.
This looks like Jar Jar Binks.
What was it? The Caliber.
The Dodge Nitro.
It's not Dodge Caliber.
Dodge
It
Nitro.
might be the same platform as the Caliber, but
So it is a cousin.
The one that is not, it could be, but that's not what I'm looking for. So the one that was the most surprising is the one I listed as the next.
So this is before the merger with Alfa Romeo.
Yes.
Is it another FCA brand?
No. Think about
It's a brand that that Chrysler Group has done collaborations with in the past.
A Mercedes?
no. Before
A
that.
Mitsubishi?
Yep.
The Colt?
Think about what else is all-wheel
Not
drive.
Colt. The Evo? No. No.
Yeah.
No.
I think we're getting a little loosey-goosey with cousin car here. Does this just mean it's on the same platform?
It's on the same platform. There's like 15 cars on this platform between Mitsubishi and Chrysler. But I picked the two furthest apart just to get a reaction out of you.
The fact that they have anything in common.
You know what else is on this platform? The Ford Flash.
I knew you were gonna. I knew it. I freaking knew he was gonna say it.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty different between cars. Like this is also. Can I just say, still a great looking car.
It holds up.
Evo 10 looks great.
It does.
You go back to the Jeep Compass photo.
It's just the graininess of it.
No, do you guys know where they shot this? Do you know where this is?
Is this in Santa Monica?
No. This is on the Halo 1 mission, silent cartography. Like when you land.
That makes sense. How did I not recognize
that's where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a historical. Halo's a documentary.
It's a historical location. Yeah.
All right.
Unscramble a name. Did you do any of these?
Mm-mm.
These have all been the ones that I've done so far. Did you only do discussion segment?
I did cover cars.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think that's all I did, though.
Okay, unscramble the name.
First one.
Okay.
LR.
I mean, Lancer is an anagram here.
Lancer.
Nice.
I thought easy going, coming right after the Lancer.
Yeah. All right, next one. Evoque.
Yep, you got it. That was quick. Evoque.
All right, next one. Mustang.
Yep, Mustang. Logan, he's stomping you at this.
Yeah.
You just put it backward, McLaren.
Yeah, exactly.
McLaren.
Oh, whoops. All right, what's the next one, Logan? I went too fast.
Calorie. I don't know.
The Lelurk.
No, Corolla. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I see.
I thought the double O and double L would make it harder.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on to discussion segments.
Discussion segments. Yeah, some juicy topics. Let's try to get through these.
I did a bunch of
Some
speed
juicy
stuff,
All right. Oh, that's good because I barely did any. First up is the news. Cafe standards. So you and I talked about this. Oh, actually, Logan and I talked about this, and then you and I talked about this, but now there's more developments there.
So I just want to say that my first reactions to this, that when we were talking about it last week, or last episode, my assumption was that when the next administration comes in, it's just going to change again. But the fee amount, they can change on the administrative level what they want the standards to be when the new administration comes in, whether that's a Democrat or Republican. But it is now written into law that the fee for whatever that is $0.
Whoa.
So it's in law that it can't be changed from $0. They would have to get it changed in law again. So it's
not something they could do with just an executive order.
Yeah, if they could lower the fee, why couldn't they just raise it again?
They would need to have a majority in the House, the Senate, and to have the presidency, which it only happens pretty rarely for one party to have all three.
Wait. So did they pass? Was this in the big?
Yes.
The big beautiful bill.
Yes,
it was. This in there? Okay.
It was one of the
provisions.
As much as I hate omnibus packages, yes, this was fit in there somehow. So I thought this was going to be changeable immediately and that nobody could rely on this.
Right.
But it turns out that, you could change. You could say it needs to be whatever, which, did you know by 2035, they had in the CAFE standards that the average fuel economy for any car brand sold in the US had to be over 50 miles to the gallon average by 2035.
it's even worse in the EU. By 2035, they were wanting to not sell any more internal combustion vehicles by 2035.
Yeah, I don't see how that's
Which
possible.
it's not
at all.
happening. It's not happening.
Do you know how much they were getting fined though? I was reading into the documentation.
Dodge?
No, just anyone who didn't meet the standard. Okay, so anyone who didn't meet the requirements was charged $17 per car. And you're thinking, that seems like a lot, but it's per car per 1/10 of an MPG
Oh,
that they didn't meet the standard. So if you sold 100,000 cars, they all missed the standard by 1 MPG, you'd be paying $17 million in fees.
jeez.
Which means no profit on that vehicle by missing one MPG.
Wait, what? Oh, 1 MPG off, not
What?
0.1.
Yeah,
One MPG.
one whole MPG off, $17 per
Yeah.
car. So times 10, times however many cars they sold. So $17 million. So
Now things like a Hellcat that wasn't off by 1 MPG, but by like 12.
yeah, you can see why over the course of 8 years, they went for a Hellcat from $49,900, which was the original launch
That's
price,
crazy.
from $49,900 up to like 70 something thousand.
And they're going for over 100,000.
Yeah, for their like the red eyes and all that. Yeah. So anyway, you can see why they got to be so expensive. And why someone who is not familiar with the American market and Dodge as a brand would go like, we got to cut this out right now. we got to stop doing this.
And it's only the Hemi's not getting any more fuel efficient.
Right.
They just keep making it make more power.
Right.
They're just offsetting the fees by just selling more of them.
And something that I've not heard anyone talk about that I think is probably like the biggest thing. You know how Elon was really against the bill?
Mm.
And everyone said he doesn't want to lose his EV tax credit.
He gets more money from the credits that he supplies.
Exactly. So I don't know if you know this, Logan, but there's a carbon credits. But basically, if
I know about this.
yeah,
This is my whole point. They should have just kept the Charger a Hemi
right,
and charged $120,000 for it, and that's to offset all the carbon credits they had to buy.
right. But did you know that they can buy them from other companies that are doing better than average? They're not buying them from the government.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I know.
That I didn't know. Who is the biggest seller of carbon credits?
Yeah, Tesla. I forget. I'm going to misquote it. It was a surprising amount. I want to say like something like a quarter of their profit or something was just carbon credits.
So the fact that the carbon credits now, they're still valuable for a little while because any vehicle that didn't, that was basically they received a letter saying your car doesn't pass and you're going to get fined. That still applies. Moving forward, no more of those letters are going out. So for now, those carbon credits are still going to be purchased for the vehicles that were made under that level of inspection. But pretty quickly, those carbon credits are going to be completely worthless. I think this is a big open opportunity for performance cars. And I think that's probably the big reason why the Durangos are now all V8s.
So we have some updates on the Dodge Charger. Roadkill nights happened recently, and the star of the show was the new Charger. These are the 6-pack models, 2-door, 4-door, and the Daytona. Daytona is the official Dodge word for EV. So you hear Daytona, they're talking about the EV. 6-pack, they're talking about the 6-cylinder, the inline twin turbocharged 6-cylinder Hurricane engine. They call it the 6-pack in the Charger offering because that harkens back to the 6-pack name they used in old muscle cars, but those weren't 6 cylinders. Those were 3 dual barrel carbureted V8 engines. But the name 6-pack is still pretty cool. And Dodge, I mean, you can feel how you want about Dodge, but they always do great at naming things. And 6-pack is just a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
So the 6-pack, we've known it was coming for a while. We finally got some like concrete information on it. So there was like a rumored new product that they were going to release and super excited for, and like releasing these teaser images of it. And they had a car like under a cloth, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to reveal this new product. And it's just the 6-pack that we've known about for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So me and a lot of other Dodge people that were hoping for like maybe a V8 or some other new car or whatever. And it's like literally just the six pack that we've seen a million times. So
yeah, they made a big hullabaloo about how it was going to be a big deal, and it just wasn't.
I mean, yeah. So the six pack has some cool stuff about it, but the fact they tried to play it off as like some brand new thing we hadn't seen, like what is the point of putting it under a cloth?
There's literally this model of car driving around on the road right now. You can sell
see
this car.
Yeah.
It's just a different engine.
They did
No,
reveal
the hood is different.
the hood is different.
Yes.
And the front fascia is a little bit different to allow air into the engine.
I think the front fascia on the internal combustion car looks a lot better.
I like the more simplified look.
Me too.
And that R wing, that front wing is
I think that's cool.
it's cool. It totally wouldn't fit an engine, but it looks cool. They did reveal the specs, pricing, and availability. So the standard output Charger makes 420 horsepower, a significant amount of torque, and it will start at $49,900, like $50,000. The high output version makes 550 horsepower, which is a little bit more than the other places that the high outputs applied, namely the not TRX, the RHO, Ram. I believe it's offered in the Grand Wagoneer. Wherever the high output's offered, it actually makes a little bit more power in the Charger. The Daytona, which wasn't really the focus, but this was definitely newsworthy, and they didn't really talk about it much.
It wasn't the focus.
The Daytona Scat Pack, they dropped the RT. The Daytona Scat Pack is now at $60K. It was $74K starting. So that's $14,000 off the price.
Which puts it in a completely different bracket.
That's actually for $60,000 Hellcat performance, even more than Hellcat performance. Now suddenly it doesn't look so bad. Even looking at it here and knowing it's $60,000, it even looks more appealing, honestly.
Yeah.
Because before it was like, that's not even something I would ever spend that much money on, but it's like, okay, now we're getting a little more into like, I can actually picture myself driving it now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not that $60K is an inconsequential amount of money, but it's at least, that's a big price jump. The two doors will be, you can start ordering these now. The two doors will start being delivered beginning of next year. The four doors won't come till mid next year. Curiously, the two door comes in the standard and high output. The four door only comes in the standard output.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can't get the high output, the Scat Pack in the four door yet. Maybe they'll change that, but you can't order a four door high output.
I already saw pictures of people up badging these.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
RT to the Scat Pack?
No, it's a Scat Pack, but they put Trackhawk like from a Jeep.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. So a lot of information revealed about the Charger, but stuff we basically all assumed. I'm glad the pricing's actually reasonable. It's pretty much, so the standard output is a replacement for the RT, and they're calling it the RT. They're not calling it the GT like we thought they would. And the Scat Pack is a replacement for the Scat Pack, the 6.4 liter. And they're not calling it the Outlaw like we thought they were. I think it's just to help people better. We know what the RT performance is like. We know what that car's pricing is. Same with the Scat Pack. And the pricing is a little bit higher, but they're definitely higher performing.
Mm-hmm. So what's next on the news?
I wonder when you buy one, can you get a combination material? Like, could you get a Charger Sixpack Scat Pack backpack or a six-pack Scat Pack knapsack?
I wonder.
Probably.
I feel like Eminem can create a pretty killer verse out of something about
the
that.
naming scheme.
Yeah.
It is a fucking stupid name. Six-pack Scat Pack.
Yes. That is a stupid name.
Yeah, I understand why they wanted to keep RT and Scat Pack. Just because that's where they are. They
So
align exactly where.
I would have done RT and Outlaw because nobody likes the Scat Pack name anyway. Everyone makes fun of how it's just.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
RT and Outlaw.
Yeah.
RT and Outlaw would have made way more sense.
But leave the Daytona Scat Pack.
So the EV's crap.
So just to kind of get this in perspective on what's already out there, I put up here the Charger Sixpack RT and the Charger Sixpack Scat Pack versus the Mustang EcoBoost, entry-level Mustang, and the Mustang GT. I I have a feeling they were looking really closely at these two vehicles when they were developing this, because if you look at the 0 to 60 times, the Sixpack RT, 4.9 seconds to 60. Mustang EcoBoost, 4.9 seconds to 60. Sixpack Scat Pack Charger, 3.9 seconds to 60. Mustang GT, 3.9 seconds to 60. They're exactly the same.
Yeah, but the Mustang has a manual.
Yes, that is the critical part.
Yeah. So just to make it easier to see kind of what's better, the best in that segment, I highlighted green. The worst is red. So that Mustang EcoBoost is a phenomenal deal for what you're getting. It does have the least amount of power, but still a sub 5 second 0 to 60, which puts it on par with the $50,000 Sixpack RT. And that Mustang EcoBoost is $32,000.
26 miles per gallon is nothing to
and decent mileage. I mean, we don't know what the Sixpack and Scat Pack.
You could guess probably low 20s.
I don't think they'll be as good as the 4-cylinder EcoBoost.
I would say probably 21 combined is my guess.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll be as bad as the V8 GT.
Yeah,
I think they'll probably land somewhere in between. As you mentioned, they don't come in a manual. You can only get the Mustang GT in a manual. If we're talking weight, horsepower per ton, the Mustang GT is far and away the best deal. The worst is the Sixpack RT,
which the Daytona RT was even worse. Daytona RT was 157.
Yeah. Because that vehicle is 1,000 pounds more than this. This is still not a light vehicle by any means.
The Daytona version was more than 1,000 pounds heavier.
Well, this, which is 1,000 pounds lighter than the Daytona, is still more than 1,000 pounds heavier than the EcoBoost Mustang. It's basically 1,000 pounds more than the Mustang GT.
Yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned this yet. The Mustang has a V8 engine.
Yep.
Good old fashioned
V8 with a manual.
And it's the best deal for horsepower.
Yeah. Horsepower per dollar. Yep. If they could just get their recalls under control. Ford has had such a problem with recalls, but it is extremely compelling.
Yeah. The EcoBoost Mustang and the Mustang GT, at least on paper, are more compelling. I was impressed by how well the Sixpack Scat Pack could keep up with the GT 0 to 60 wise, considering how much heavier it is, but it's all-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive. And you can make it rear-wheel drive, which is actually pretty uncommon in a passenger vehicle to be able to make it all-wheel drive or completely disconnect the front drivetrain system and just be rear-wheel drive.
Oh, like on the fly?
I mean, I don't know how you do it, but you can completely disconnect it. So I don't know if you could do it while you're driving, but still pretty cool.
I thought it was just being sold in either option.
No, it's only all-wheel drive. So even the base vehicle is all-wheel drive.
Interesting.
But every single one of them, you can make it rear-wheel drive if you want to just have fun with it. It's like, finally, somebody gets it.
Yes. So you could be doing burnouts.
Silly Dodge Charger things.
Yes.
That people who buy Dodge Chargers want to do. A common theme at this Roadkill Nights event was wanting to just V8 all the things, except of course for the Charger, the one thing we want them to keep it V8 in. So you'll notice a theme here. Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram is adding V8s to literally everything they possibly can, because we've been shouting it from the rooftops. We don't even really care what you do. Just as long as it's got a V8 in it, preferably a Hemi V8, just keep selling that and people keep buying it. The Wrangler 392 is continuing to be sold, and definitely at this point, they just said, yeah, we're just going to keep selling it. And even though they did a last call final edition last year, they're doing it this year. They're like, yeah, we're just going to keep selling it.
Things changed.
It starts at over $100,000, which is bonkers. I can't believe that.
For a Wrangler.
They didn't say they're doing a similar pricing adjustment for the Wrangler. So it's like, okay, it's still a $100,000 Wrangler.
But we're not paying any fees on it anymore.
If people still keep buying it, I understand why they keep selling it, but for that much.
And you know what? If that's the kind of cash flow they need right now, they've got people still buying them for over $100,000, then they're probably turning a 50% profit on those cars.
Yeah. I don't hear people complaining about the price of the Wrangler as much as you're complaining about the price of some of the other products. even though the Wrangler is just not a vehicle that's worth that much money.
No,
It just
but
doesn't.
then again, they're not selling in that kind of numbers. I've seen one.
The 392.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, the Wrangler's way overpriced.
I wonder if it's cheaper to buy a regular Wrangler and swap one of the tens of thousands of Hellcat engines that have been taken out of destroyed
Oh, a
Hellcats.
Hellcat Wrangler? That'd be cool.
Instead of a 392. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I wonder if you could get under 100K, get a new Wrangler, and get a refurbished Hellcat engine.
Not even refurbished.
Or buy a Hellcat engine.
You could get a crate.
And put it in.
For like 25K, right?
Yeah, it's like
30K?
I think it's like 28 for a Hell crate. And yeah, and then you don't have to worry about it. It's already like tuned. Heck, for like 30 something, you could get a Hellephant.
Yeah.
You'd have to probably remove most of the car to fit it in there, but
you'd have to do quite a lot to the rest of the vehicle to handle 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah. Do you know what the Hellephant is, Logan?
Yeah, I've heard of it. But I'm just saying, I think you could get a Hellcat engine inside the Wrangler for less than 100K.
Totally.
If you just bought them separate.
Yeah. When I was working at that Dodge dealership, that's when I was working there when the Hellcats were first released in 2014. And we got our first one and everybody wanted to look at the engine. People were coming in we wouldn't get 10 people walk through our lot in a week. And people were coming in by the dozens to come and just look at this Hellcat.
That's cool.
And what they were doing is they were putting like $10,000 window tint to like upmarket.
Yeah, that's what they were doing all throughout
2020
and 2021.
And what they did was and Dodge was trying to prevent this by saying you have to have an actual customer order it. We're not doing any deliveries to dealerships. Only customers are getting them. And so one of the employees of the dealership ordered it for himself and then backed out of it once it got there. And then they did it again and they took the engine out of it and put it in a Wrangler in the shop. And they sold that for untold amounts of money. The first Hellcat.
What kind of dealership did you work for?
Chapman. And they
Chop shop.
Yeah. And the first Hellcat that we sold for over $100,000.
Jeez.
When the MSRP was $49,900.
And then one of the other salesmen was scratching off the VIN and getting it to Mexico as quickly as possible.
Yeah. The Gladiator will also be getting the 392 treatment. So they're like, not only are we going to continue selling the Wrangler, we're going to shove it in the Gladiator too.
Why not? It's exactly the same car.
And that'll be a $100,000 truck, I'm sure. The Ram 1500, put in the Hemi back in that as well.
It has been. They're already making them.
Mm-hmm. The TRX, it's rumored that's making a return. The TRX will be back as well.
Not even rumored. They specifically said it's coming back.
Despite offering also a final edition of that truck.
Yeah.
As well. There's rumors of the Charger getting the V8 back, despite the fact that they did a last call for the V8 Chargers and Challengers and made a big hullabaloo about that. And you have a little plaque under the engine that means nothing now if they bring the V8 back. And you spent $10,000 over MSRP to get one of those special editions. The Durango is now making the 5.7 liter Hemi standard across the line. So even the base model GT starts at $43,000, has a big old 5.7 liter Hemi V8 in it, which makes it the least expensive all-wheel drive V8 SUV that you can get. They reduced the price of they more or less kept the price the same, but then moved up one trim for all the engines. So the GT now comes with the 5.7. I thought the RT, you can get the 6.4. The RT comes standard with the 6.4 now.
In the Durango. Very cool.
So it's not 5.7, you can option a 6.4. You just get the 6.4 for basically the same price as last year's RT.
Which is a really smart way of doing it because let's say you're Dodge and you're selling a V8 Durango for $45,000. And the next year you're selling a V8 Durango for $40,000. Or even worse, the 6.4 was even more. So you're selling a 6.4 Durango for $60,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year you're selling a 6.4 Durango for $48,000. That means that the value of all those cars on the aftermarket has all just dropped.
Mhm.
And then if the value of those vehicles is tanked by, if you took the same RT and you drop the price of the RT, because now they don't have to pay any of those fees anymore, the RT is now going to be worth way less on the market,
Used market.
So by just changing the engine options instead of changing
The price.
the price itself, by giving them more rather than reducing the price, I think helped keep.
It'll drive new sales
It'll drive new sales rather than people just
more than a lower price would.
right, because people would otherwise just go buy a used one.
Yeah.
Because that's a careful, like, you can't tank the used market.
Yeah. So yeah, and they're continuing the Hellcat Durango, despite that also being at one point just a 1-year car. So at this point, if Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram ever says this is the last call of this,
Don't believe
you're
them.
an idiot to believe them if you do believe them.
Yeah.
And if you bought one of those dumb $392 final edition Wranglers and you paid $30,000 over the outrageous $100,000 price tag, then I have an award for you. This is a big old sucker award because you are a sucker.
He actually looks like he's
I got
in
a bridge in
Wrangler.
Florida I want to sell to you.
And I do not feel bad for you because it's people like you that are driving up the prices for people that want to buy, because they won't sell them for that if people won't buy them for that. So if you're buying them for that, you're a sucker. And I hope you lost $40,000 in depreciation.
And you're stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't like you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't like you. Yeah. And you're not going to get an old fashioned.
And apparently I'm supposed to be giving those away.
All right.
Yeah.
We touched on this a little bit, but it goes a little bit deeper for the Durango. So Hemification of the Durango is what I'm calling it. They're putting Hemis across the entire lineup of Durango. So you cannot buy a Durango without a Hemi V8 engine, which has never been the case. I don't even think there's ever been an SUV, maybe going back in like the 70s or 80s. I don't think in modern times you can get an SUV that only offers V8 engines.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
not a
maybe
thing.
maybe like the
the only thing I can
Tahoe and
think
the
of is-
Suburban.
No, because you can get those in V6.
Yeah, they're
Oh, that's right. Well,
no,
The
but the one I
diesel?
think of is the Excursion. You could get in a V8 or a V10,
V10. Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for a little while, I don't know if they ever sold any. I remember it was talked about pretty heavily that the Silverado was going to be a 4-cylinder for like 2020.
Hmm.
And they had so much backlash. I don't know if they ever did it.
That was the Kathleen Kennedy America. We're back.
We're back, baby. Yeah, so you can't even get 3.6 in the Durango anymore. GT comes down to the 5.7 and all-wheel drive, standard. For $43,000, pretty good. RT now comes standard with a 6.4, and the RT starts under $50K, the 6.4. You previously...
Why would I buy a Charger when I can just buy a Durango?
You basically... yeah, give me a second. We'll get there. The 6.4
Let him cook.
RT is now the price of the outgoing 5.7 RT. Previously, you needed to spend the starting price of the 6.4 Durango. You needed to get the SRT treatment, and that was $75,000. That was the starting price. So you can now get the 6.4 for under $50K.
So it's a 26 grand drop.
Yeah.
For the 6.4.
Basically.
But the trim has stayed the same price, which is what people search for.
It's gone up by like $2,000.
This trim has largely stayed the same price.
Yeah.
But that's what people search for when they're looking for, I want an RT Durango. And the RT Durangos are all going to line up. It's not going to say which V8 is in it when you're looking at a car search website. It never does. So when you're looking at all these RT Durangos, they're all roughly the same price. You got to be careful because you might be buying a used 5.7 RT instead of a used 6.4 RT. And that's a totally different thing.
Yeah. The Hellcat Durango now starts under $80K.
What was it before? 90 something?
85 with special editions being over $100,000. They're now offering the jailbreak treatment on the Durango. So you can
Fully customizable.
make it as gaudy as you want. You get the same jailbreak Charger and nope, don't say it. The same Charger Challenger treatment you want to do on it. Stop. You can make it whatever you want. No taste required. You can just
No taste required.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
And the jailbreak treatment only costs $1,000 extra.
Really?
If you want to jailbreak your Hellcat. Yeah.
Wow. I would do that.
That's pretty cool.
I would do that to customize everything, the
And
stitching
you
and the
do
seats.
stitching, the brake caliper color, the badge color, the stripe color, all of it. About what you said, Logan, why would I get a Charger when I can get the Durango? I mean, yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but like
you can
it's
get the
still,
station wagon.
when it's actually the Durango is smaller in every way than the new Charger, except for height. The Durango is 6 inches shorter lengthwise.
Is it really?
It is 4 inches narrower widthwise, and it is 800 pounds lighter. It is narrower, shorter lengthwise, and weighs 800 pounds less than the EV Charger. And it weighs basically the same as the Scat Pack Sixpack. It's just taller. It's like, oh, I could get a Durango. It's bigger. This is smaller. The Charger's bigger than this. How crazy is that?
Incredible. It just makes you think, like, why
What?
did they choose the Charger and the Challenger to make it go EV? Why didn't they EVify, like,
Really,
something
if
else?
they did the Durango, they
You know
would
what I
have been
mean?
better off.
And it's way more practical. Like you said, Logan, get this nice station wagon instead of, 7-seater.
It's beautiful 7-seater station wagon.
Oh my gosh, go stand next to
That's
it.
right.
folks.
But yeah, other than being taller height-wise, it is smaller in every way. It weighs 59 pounds more than the 6-pack Charger. So depending on how you option your Charger or your Durango, it very well could weigh less than your Charger. But it weighs 800 pounds less than the EV version.
So basically the difference between me and my wife driving.
If you get in the Charger, it now weighs more than the Durango.
So this is really the performance vehicle.
It really is. I mean, it is basically a 7-seater Charger. It always has been.
And that's how they advertised it.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
You know what's funny though? The new Charger is still not as long as the 68 Charger that it's based on.
Really?
The 68 Charger is still 2 inches longer lengthwise. Yeah.
Cars were long back in the day. The Dart is long. The Dart's like 20 feet long.
No, your Dart is a little over 16 feet.
Yeah, 20 feet.
Station wagon size.
So anyway, yeah, the Charger's bigger than the Durango. Okay, quickly. New concept car. Ram Dakota Nightfall.
This is cool.
This is very
How many
cool.
Mopar? Is this all Mopar stories?
Well, it was Roadkill Nights, the 10th anniversary Roadkill Nights, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, there was a bunch of news that came out. It's not just
I
Mopar.
see, okay.
All right, so this is a concept car just for the Brazilian market. Doesn't really have a lot to do with us because it's never coming here. Ram is still working on the mid-size truck for the American market. They'll likely go with the Dakota name because it has recognition in that segment. Just like GMC went back with the Canyon and the Chevy with the Colorado and Ford with the Ranger. They're going to call it the Dakota. I'm almost certain of it. It's unknown if this Dakota is in any way going to be related to our Dakota. I have to assume it won't because I don't think this is how they would reveal it, right? This concept has 33-inch tires with 18-inch beadlock wheels. It's got a ram bar, and it's actually called a ram bar. It's got graphics, amber lights in the hood scoop, which is very similar to the TRX and RHO design, but there's no official like specs or anything released. But it looks super cool. I like it a lot.
I bet because yes, they do pick cool names. Yes, they pick confusing names. I bet it's not called the Dakota. I bet it's called a different heritage name, the Rampage.
They do sell the Rampage in Brazil.
Yeah, I would bet they use Rampage.
I think they sell it in Mexico too.
Only because
Is it the Rampage?
It would
Yes.
be,
Or
it
the
would be-
Rampage?
it would be the Ram Rampage because they've just really enjoyed confusing names lately. So I would imagine
The
they go with
Ram Rampage. Ram Ranch. Six-pack.
The Ram Ranch page.
Just like they'll have a Ram Charger and a Dodge Charger
That's right.
with an EV Charger.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is that if they're like, what's the dumber way we could go with this? Let's do that. So I bet they call it the Rampage, not the Dakota.
I want them. I hope they call it the Dakota.
Me too. I just have no faith.
Dad
they
had
won't
that
choose the dumbest
Brown
possible
Dakota,
one.
didn't he?
Yeah, and that had a
For
V8.
like years.
Yeah. It had the Magnum V8.
Mhm.
And then they went from the Magnum V8 to the pitiful V8 that came after it, which is the option that you could get in mine, but I got the pitifuler version of that, which is the same engine with 2 less cylinders.
Nice.
So the V8 in Dad's Dakota was the same V8 that I had in my 1973 Satellite.
Oh, wow.
The 318.
Same block and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So there was also some news from Ford. They made headlines by saying they're essentially announced a new universal EV platform that they're going to build new vehicles on. So it's like from the ground up, they quoted, or they cited the Model T as kind of the reference point, like reimagining what the assembly line looks like. And essentially what they're going to do is create 3 simultaneous production lines. One production line will create the front of the vehicle. One production line will create the rear of the vehicle. One production line will create the center, like chassis, battery, and anything bolted to the floor, the seats, the consoles, all that. And they will meet about halfway through the production line and combine together. In doing that, they can make many configurations of vehicles, and they can build the vehicle in thirds simultaneously to reduce production time, right?
It's a very smart way of going about it.
Yeah. So it'll reduce the number of parts, number of fasteners, and number of workstations. They're aiming to deliver affordable EVs to the masses. I have to assume they were contemplating this before Slate, but the way they were talking about this really made me think of Slate, because they kept going back to like wanting to simplify, wanting to just really deliver on price and just functionality and price, and then just making it simple, which
They're
is
absolutely going to eat Slate's lunch.
So the first vehicle they're going to try to make with this platform is a $30,000, sub $30,000 electric truck.
Yeah. What are the 2 things we mentioned last time that would make Slate better? Make Slate's idea better. Either move that tiny, simple electric truck platform to a giant manufacturer that has economies of scale, which is what Ford's doing, or take the Slate and make it an E-Rev. And there is not going to be a market for the Slate if it's going to cost $6,000 or $7,000 more than this, especially if this, given Ford's capability and money, could possibly end up hitting the market before the Slate.
Yeah. So
I'll believe when I see it.
This from the
Same.
factory.
Same. I'm just saying it hypothetically, if this thing hits the market even remotely at the same time, they're not selling a single Slate.
Yeah. So this will come standard with more interior space than a RAV4. It will seat 5. It will have 4 doors, and it will have a frunk and a bed, and will still be under supposedly $30,000.
But it will be quite a bit. I mean, the only thing that matters, I guess the only thing that Slate would have over this is that the Slate
size.
It would be customizable. And
Well, some companies have a better reputation for actually delivering on promises. Like I would say Ford is pretty high up there. Like if you look at the Mustang Mach-E, everybody clowns the Mustang Mach-E, but that thing sells like crazy. They're everywhere.
They're second to
and
Tesla.
There are other brands that are like, when they say something, you just go, okay. Like Tesla and Dodge are both in this for me. Tesla and Chrysler are both in that group where like they tell you they're going to do something, you're like, yeah, all right. I'm still waiting for the 2020 Tesla Roadster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Farley, the Ford CEO, said openly how wildly impressed he is with Chinese EVs. And he's been looking very closely at them. He drives one. He drives them regularly. Mm-hmm. And he wants to replicate some of that success here in the US. They're transforming the Ford's Louisville plant, to do this new next generation EV universal platform.
There is the largest battery manufacturer in the world, C-LAN, or what, I forget their acronym, but they're the largest battery manufacturer in the world. And they announced 2 weeks ago or so that they managed to drop the cost per kilowatt hour of their upcoming product from $100 per kilowatt hour to $10 per kilowatt hour.
I saw that.
Which is, it's a paradigm shift, would be an understatement. It's taken us 10 years to get price parity, with, like, just to get to the $100 per kilowatt hour number, which is really where it became viable to make passenger cars. Where Tesla really started was they were doing $150, $160 per kilowatt hour. That's how much it was costing for the batteries. Now we're like $98 per kilowatt hour. And this manufacturer is now saying, using salt water, they're getting to $10 per kilowatt hour. I'll believe it when I see it.
There's some downsides to that battery technology, but yeah.
Yes, it's not quite
the
as
yields
power
are insane.
dense. Yeah. It's not as power dense, but if you can get
And they don't have as long of a life cycle.
literally 10 times as many for the same price,
Then who cares?
Who freaking cares?
Well, now a battery is so expensive. If your battery dies in your Tesla, you buy another Tesla.
The Tesla's total.
It doesn't make any sense to buy a new battery. But if it's a tenth the price, maybe it makes sense to get a new battery.
Yeah. Or even to make an entire market of battery replacements.
Yeah.
That, yeah, sure, you get 80% of the range you got in your old battery, but it doesn't cost you 20 grand, it costs you 3.
Yeah. I'm excited for this space, this kind of simplified, trimmed down vehicle space. People just wanting cheap cars that are still safe, but don't need all the bells and whistles. I'm excited for that. I think it's cool.
Me too. That's so many people have just wanted simple, as cheap as you can make it cars.
If this does come in under 30K, as much as I love the Slate and I love the Slate truck so much,
You'd buy this over the Slate. With the
I
four
might
doors.
not. I just like the Slate, the look of it that much. It depends how this one looks, but a little bit impractical, I know, but
Would you take the 2-door of a truck you like the look better, or the 4-door of the truck you're okay with?
I mean, I have a 2-door
What it
car
really
now.
is-
It's not a big deal.
Is the Ford is a Windows PC or like a Mac, and the Slate truck is like a framework laptop. I
Yep.
suspect the market share and the target demographic is going to be the same.
Yeah. Yep. People who bought framework laptops
Would prefer the Slate.
Yeah.
probably all
So
have a
people who
Slate
are like
reservation.
insufferable, basically. No, I'm just-
Just absolute nerds. Won't shut up.
yeah.
Yeah,
People who build their own PC would love a Slate.
probably. I bet the overlap, people who build their own custom PC and pre-ordered a Slate, and I bet there's some overlap there.
Mhm.
Pretty high.
Real quick, Shelby announced 2026 Super Snake R. It's pretty cool. It looks great. It's a little busy for my taste, but I think it looks pretty cool. It's based on the Mustang Dark Horse, but it has, they're saying, over 850 horsepower from a supercharged Coyote V8, which makes it more horsepower than the 815 horsepower GTD.
For how much?
This
Not
is
$300,000.
not $325,000. This comes in at
$250,000.
$225,000
So they're undercutting by 125 grand.
with more power.
Wow.
More power.
That's a deal. What
Well,
a smoking deal. 225,000.
With the GTD, you're paying for the horsepower, but you're more paying for the chassis for that GTD.
Yeah, I love the see-through in the back seat.
So cool. Whoever's idea that was, that's so cool.
The CEO claimed it was his idea. Of course he did.
I mean, sure,
Maybe it was.
whatever. It's cool. Whoever's idea was super cool. They have to know people that buy things like that just love things and
Yeah.
just love seeing things working.
Yeah, and he said, I didn't know, even when he's like, I had the idea, and I didn't know it was going to be there was going to be as much movement back there as there was. I watched the video of him on Jay Leno's garage,
Mhm.
and the video, they had a camera just facing the suspension that you could see through what would be the back seat. And yeah,
It moves around.
It moves around quite a bit just over a smooth road.
Yeah, it's cool. You're not getting that with this. You do get some upgrades. You obviously get the supercharged Coyote engine. And that $225,000, that includes the price of like the Dark Horse that it's based on.
Oh, okay. So it's the Dark Horse plus
$170,000.
$70,000.
Yeah, roughly. It has a Shelby cooling system, so intercooler, bigger radiator, bigger heat exchanger, full exhaust system. It comes with either Ford's 10-speed, which I know you love, or the Tremec 6-speed, like 3160, I think it is. It's their high horsepower 6-speed.
Yeah, that 410 speed is not going to hold. It doesn't even hold up to the Ranger's horsepower.
Is this the most powerful manual that will be on sale at the time?
No,
I don't think so.
because the GMA T50 is a manual.
Mm. But is that over 850 horsepower?
I kind of just assumed it was. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe not.
Those rims are one-piece forged magnesium wheels. It's pretty cool. It's got upgraded brakes, of course. It's got fully adjustable coilover suspension, front and rear sway bars, rear harness strut bar. So there's no rear seat. You have like full safety harnesses and everything in it. And it only weighs 80 pounds more than the Dark Horse, despite having the supercharger and all the other fancy
Wow. So
performance stuff.
Did they replace some of the panels with carbon fiber?
with aluminum. So it's an aluminum hood and Dodge actual wide body panels, not bolt-on plastic things that were put on the side of dualies in the early 2000s, like actual panels.
Actual wide body, like a Delta Integrale wide body.
Yeah.
That they did in the 80s.
Yeah. Ask me how I feel about that. That's why I don't care for the wide body. It looks cheap.
It does. And also easily replicatable by someone who just has a V6.
Yeah. This looks cool. The wide body on this, I didn't include a picture of the rear, but the rear view of this is really neat. You really see how much wider it is than the standard Mustang. You can see it a little bit here, but it's very cool.
Look how wide those tires are in the back.
They're crazy.
They're Fred Flintstone tires. One long log.
It's got an aluminum vented hood, as I said, aluminum hood pins, carbon fiber heat extractors, and actual wide body front fascia and rear quarter panels.
Very cool.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
How? Silverado with 1,000-mile range?
Silverado EV.
Yeah, I saw this.
Recently, like within the last couple of weeks.
Somebody did it.
It was Chevy engineers managed to drive 1,000 miles on just a stock Silverado EV.
What'd they do to it?
Well, it was a team of 40 engineers that performed the test over 7 days, and they drove kind of around their assembly plant or testing grounds, They drove actually 1,059 miles. So
at what speed?
Okay. Well, under these conditions is how they did it. Okay. So they're not saying you can expect to get 1,000 miles on it. They're just saying this is possible.
They want to see how far they can do it.
Exactly. Which is still cool to see. It's the work truck trim, so the cheap trim with the maximum 205 kilowatt hour battery. So that's the configuration. They maintain an average speed for that 1,000 miles between 20 and 25 miles an hour. Pretty slow.
This sounds like torture.
Yeah, they said it was. They traded out engineers every hour. It was only, they avoided any hard braking or acceleration. It was only the driver, no passengers. They had the wiper blades moved to like the lowest possible position. So they kind of like moved the blades down, kind of tucked them down a little bit. The tires were inflated to the highest acceptable pressures, 80 PSI. So
they had the lowest rolling resistance. Yeah,
least rolling resistance. They optimized the wheel alignment. I don't know quite what that means, but they messed with the alignment. They added a tonneau cover, on top of the bed, and all the climate controls were off. This was done and this had to be done in the summer where the battery is going to be the most efficient. This is like a Michigan summer with all the windows up and no AC running.
Oh.
They also did everything they could to make sure no electronics were running in the car that could be.
What do you think
running.
The inside of that truck smelled like?
They had a battery powered fan on the driver to kind of keep him from dying. But that, of course, wasn't plugged into the truck. And they took out the spare tire because obviously an 8,000 pound truck, you need to lose a little bit of weight. So the spare tire had to go.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't do anything.
He's
super
like, I also
crazy.
took the registration out of the glove box.
Yeah.
Toss that out.
They didn't they didn't do anything other than driving 20 to 25 miles an hour. That's obviously not realistic, but to the truck itself, they didn't do anything wild.
They didn't do any
it.
major modifications.
No, a tonneau cover, which is pretty common thing to have.
Super inflated tires. I wouldn't do that.
80 PSI. Yeah. That's a little high, but still really impressive.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I thought I was like, when I read that, I'm like, okay, how many battery packs do they put in the bed?
Yeah, no, just a stock Silverado EV.
Wow.
That beat the previous record by 250 miles, which was a Lucid Air in Germany. Although this one wasn't done under the supervision of Guinness, so it's not like a Guinness World Record holder, but it was their engineers that did it. So for what it's worth, pretty cool. Speaking of Slate, there's been some updates. There's been some movement on Slate. Not a ton, but you are all going to listen to me talk about it because I love this truck so much. So the EV tax credit's officially gone, so that's no more. The vehicle is being touted now as starting in the mid-20s. Okay, so whatever that means. So Slate is still trying to decide how aggressive to go with their pricing. If they sell the vehicle for less, they make less profit. They will need to make profit off of the accessories, which is what we talked about. which is something they might be able to rely on. That hasn't really been done. I mean, obviously you have Mopar and you have direct connection and you have like companies will sell things, but not to this extent.
What percentage of Dodge's profit is direct connect?
No,
a tenth
like
of a percent?
1%,
Yeah.
if that. Yeah. Well, it seems like a significant portion is what they want to do on this. They did confirm they will be taking a profit off of the truck itself of some form. They did confirm that. The wrap kit, they gave pricing for that to wrap the whole vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
$500. Yeah.
That's people will do more than one.
Yeah.
At that price, people will do more than
It comes in a full kit. So everything you need.
each panel, because all their panels are standard size.
Yep.
And you
So
just
they're
take them
all
off.
pre-cut. And it comes everything you need to wrap it yourself. And these are just little hex screws. You take the panels off.
And let's
put
say you
wrap on.
mess one up. Did they mention any replacement pieces?
Yeah. Every panel. So you get into a minor fender bender or whatever.
I mean, like you mess up your wrap on one square. Do you have to
I
buy
don't
a
know.
whole new car.
I don't know.
Hmm.
A whole new wrap. Or you can bring it to a service center, like an authorized person to do it. And their pricing, they said, will be between $200 and $300. So you're talking maximum $800 all in to get the whole thing wrapped, which is not bad. Wraps normally cost
People spend more than that on a cell phone.
$3,000. Yeah. But they're making it approachable for you to do it yourself, selling a full kit for it. $500. Like I would be comfortable doing it.
I mean, I would want to buy one just to support the right to the repair of it.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
And I mean, looking at it again, it makes me second guess what I was saying about the Ford one.
It looks so cool.
It really does.
It looks so cool. They estimate, not Slate, but some people in the industry, I guess, estimate the pricing for the full SUV conversion kit, either the square back or the speed,
Yeah.
whatever,
Fastback.
fastback. Is going to be about 5,000. So if it started at 25, which is
And
optimistic,
you would do the SUV.
I'd do the fastback. I think it looks the coolest.
It does look a lot like the
I'm getting an
Baby Range
R3X.
Rover.
Get the real deal.
Or yeah, the R2, R3, yeah.
I would keep the truck.
The idea they want, and this is what they said, they want to create a passionate community around the truck. They're making a lot of it open source. They released all the 3D modeling of the truck to different outlets so you can 3D print your own stuff for it and you can like easily wrap it yourself if you don't want to buy one of their pre-configured kits. They want people to accessorize it and ideally buy stuff from them, but they're making as much of it as they can open source in a way. So you can create add-ons and things. So that's pretty cool.
The amount of like ingenuity that people demonstrate with 3D printers in their own home, I can imagine if this got to be like a real cult following, how much do companies, it's surprising to me how small a company can be and still make profit on accessories. Like, for example, Flying Miata, they're probably one of the bigger, them and Moss Miata are the biggest like Miata specific accessory suppliers, and they still make a decent profit, and they're just selling for one single model. And these aren't inexpensive plastic panels or fairly inexpensive plastic panels. These are like engineered struts and all kinds of different like mechanical components.
You have to imagine the company has like a little bit of capital,
right? Because they have to be able to
do that.
Yeah.
What percentage of Miata owners do you think make some sort of modifications to their car?
Somewhere between 100 and 150%.
Yeah. I think they're going for the same thing. But actually, I don't think they engineered the Miata necessarily for customization and modifications.
No.
Otherwise, there wouldn't exist Flying Miata because Mazda would be the one selling all that, right?
Mazda does sell some
stuff. But
stuff.
The Miata is a product that biases itself towards people that want to do that sort of thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think, but this is then taken to like an extreme, right? Like basically every single person that buys one of these, unless you want to keep the slate gray basic
I
truck.
would actually probably do that, and then I just have the only one. That's how I would be unique, is by not doing anything.
Well, what percentage of like Cybertrucks get wrapped? It's like a third of them, I think. Maybe not that much, but
I would say
well, that's because not painting the car and leaving it as stainless steel is actually a bad idea. Because they will degrade over time.
I would say 9 out of 10 that I see are wrapped.
yeah, Like overall, maybe less than that, but quite a few are. This is basically going to be like 100% of them. A lot of them will be wrapped. Most new vehicles have 2,500 parts or more. They're aiming to keep the part number around 600 parts for the whole truck.
Wow.
600 individual parts.
Including every screw?
I don't know.
Or is it like the 60 screws that are all the same size or one part?
I don't know how they count it, but they're assuming they're using the same metric of counting parts
as the other one.
As the other companies. You're talking less than a quarter of the
I wonder
parts.
if it's 2,500 unique parts. Because think of how many bolts.
I could believe that.
Yeah,
I bet
2,500 unique.
That makes sense.
Unique parts.
I would imagine because I could take out 60 bolts just working on one project.
Most of the parts come from the US, including, surprisingly, the whole battery system is built in the US as well.
LG is building that plant.
Right here.
Yeah, not that far.
No, their batteries come from Georgia, some plant in Georgia. But that'll really help them with like tariffs and stuff.
Absolutely. This is where like if Ford is sourcing from Chinese manufacturers, that's where they're going to get hit.
I think we all assumed this, but they did confirm they're going to be direct customer. There's not going to be any dealership network.
That's good.
They really want to create like a real connection relationship with the customers. And you go to
we
them
really should just get rid of dealership network.
We should.
We absolutely should. I think the way Tesla does it is great. They don't have dealerships, they have service centers. And then there's one, maybe two cars sitting outside that you can climb in and look at while you're waiting for your car to get worked on. But you can't buy one there. If you wanted to buy one there, I shouldn't say you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't buy one.
I'm pretty sure that would violate some sort of
dealership, something.
Yeah.
You might be able to order one there. You might be able to ask
the same
somebody,
as you get on your computer at home. And
right.
Order one.
You would order one like you ordered at home. You just have somebody there you can ask questions to.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yep. And they also confirmed there are no plans for any self-driving other than automatic braking, which is, I think, if not a mandate, probably will be soon.
Good.
Yeah.
Like it'll do emergency braking if it thinks.
Would you like to add 1,000 times the complexity to your vehicle and cost in software? Like, no.
The more I hear about this truck, the more I'm like, I want this truck to succeed.
Me too. I want it to succeed. I don't think it will, but I really want it to. Because we can't have nice things.
The one thing this had going for it is like, if you need an electric truck specifically, there's nothing else close to this price. Nothing. There's nothing else out there.
Maybe the Ford.
That might change now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Heck, if they just turned the Maverick into an E-Rev, which wouldn't be that hard. It already has a gas engine, already has a hybrid system. Yeah. If you just swapped out the driveline, transmission, and all that for electric motors, you could turn the Maverick into an E-Rev for not that much money.
Yeah.
And absolutely eat Slate's lunch.
Yeah.
Drink their milkshake, as Daniel Day-Lewis would say.
Yeah. So that's it for the Slate truck updates.
Is that it?
Oh, I was going to talk about the Corvette, but I ran out of time to get enough information on it. There's a new Corvette.
There's a concept Corvette that they're talking about, just in case the ZR1 and the ZR1X was not
enough to talk about.
They're speculating 2,000 horsepower. Like, sure, we'll figure that out later. Anyway, thank you for joining us.
All right. Anything to add, Logan?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. Cool. Great. Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.